Welcome to 5 o'clock news here on Channel 69. I'm Ron Fergandy here with co-anchor Ron Sturgandy. We have a couple stories for you tonight, so listen in.
This week in HHS news, Brock Roley tap danced his way to a victory in Mr. Eagle. With a great turnout this year, over 600 people crowded the room as it was sold out. All the money this year went straight to Mad Week in Sierra Leone. Heritage proudly raised over $1,000, which is a great kickoff to this upcoming week's Mad Week. Principal Morris spoke with us as he said, this year is the most proud he has ever been of his students. Mr. Eagle is always a fun time, and I'll tell you, for everyone and from our news channel to yours, we highly suggest attending as you won't be disappointed.
You know, that's really crazy how much dedication these high schools have these days, how much money they're willing to raise. I mean, it's touching.
And now over to sports with Ron Lurgandy.
Currently in sports, the NBA season is almost over. And Ty Lawson is leading the Nuggets into the playoffs, and they are currently in the 5th seed in the West Conference. In other news, the Rockies won again last night in Pittsburgh, playing the Pirates. They won 6-4, and they play again tonight at 7. Probably the most popular sport right now is the Masters. They kicked off on Thursday, and today is their last day golfing. Currently at the Masters, Rory McIlroy struggled early on, but has stepped up his game and is still in the lead at 11 under. But right behind him is Angel Cabrera, KJ Choi, and Charles Schwartzel at 10 under. And Tiger Woods is finally finding his game and is 9 under. Back to the studio with Ron Fergandy and Sturgandy.
Thanks, Ron. Ron here. Here in sunny Littleton, Colorado, city manager Jim Woods is calling it quits after 27 years of service. Jim is a great leader and gives most of his credit to his employees for all of his achievements. Over the years, Jim has helped aid small business, overseen the expansion of the police department, and helped public transit using light rail and RTD buses. I know Jim personally and would like to congratulate him on a great career and wish him luck through retirement. Now over to our number one field anchor, Ron Gergany. Ron?
Ron Gergandy here in Mobile, Alabama. Supposedly there's been some leprechaun sightings, and we have some witnesses to attest to that.
Well, Ron, me and my wife Virginia here, we was walking our dog, and we looked up in that there tree, and we seen ourselves a leprechaun. And we were thinking, if there's a leprechaun, there's gotta be gold. So we were gonna uproot this thing tomorrow, try to get the gold, and if we got enough money, we were gonna put a down payment on a giant squid tank.
Well, you heard it. Down here in Mobile, Alabama, squid cage from a leprechaun.
There's a leprechaun.
Back to you, Ron's in the studio.
Wow. Now that's a crazy story. I've never heard anything about leprechauns.
Very crazy.
In other news, high winds and no moisture are creating fires in the high country. Citizens in Evergreen were evacuated today, but the fire department did a great job of containing the fire and minimal damage was done.
For our last story of the day, tragedy hits the nation as hundreds of thousands of birds and fish suddenly die. Scientists are currently trying to figure out what exactly caused this epidemic, but many are believing that it may be a direct cause of the 2012 apocalypse. We are very close to identifying the cause of deaths, but scientists all agree that is nothing to be worried about.
This just in, breaking security footage of a hit and run. Ron Gergany with the story.
Here's the security camera from an on-scene. The victim gets out of the car, walks in front to pay him. Then all of a sudden,
Hey, come on! Hit that car! Come on!
Wow. Absolutely devastating footage.
Horrific.
Without the cameras there, we'd have no way to identify the suspect. And we're just hope and pray that it'll be okay.
You know, and actually, without that guy that was there to call the police and call the ambulance, he was rushed to the hospital, and he's in critical condition right now, but he will be okay. So thank you, good pedestrian.
Critical condition, that's crazy to think about. If he wouldn't have been right there on the spot, could he be dead?
I guess we'll never know. Well, that's all the time we have here. From our channel to yours, this is Ron Sturgandy with Ron Fergandy.
Signing out.